just taking a mick. Anyway, I am Stamford Chidge. Welcome to the Chelsea Football FanCast, the only Chelsea show that is hosted by the fittest Chelsea fan and quite probably the fattest Chelsea fan. I will let you out there decide who is who. But before we do that, Chelsea came up against a red and white brick wall against Sunderland on Saturday, and a frustrating evening was had by all, especially street-fighting man Diego Costa, who tried very hard to get sent off and is now suspended for the Spurs match on Wednesday. Were the players tired after 3 games in a week? Were they off their game by 10%? Or did Sunderland actually play out their skins and defend for their lives? Can we expect more of the same from teams now scared of letting Chelsea run away with it? At the end of the day, this is a game we might have lost last season. And as we stand, we are still unbeaten and top of the league. And we've got Spurs on Wednesday. What's not to like? What is not to like, people? Anyway, joining me tonight, we have, of course, the lovely, the effervescent, the 30 Jaeger bomb drinking before the Schalke match, Sophie Rose.
I thought you introduced them first.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be me.
I
thought that was me.
I just thought it'd be
Mart
rude
or
to.
me,
It would be rude to. You can wait. You can wait.
30 Jaeger bombs. It was 10 Jaeger bombs.
Yeah, you told me 30.
It was 10. Yeah, it was 10, 15 Jaeger bombs and a lot of some German orange banana.
Can I ask you a
shots.
question? But being far too old, what exactly is a Jaeger bomb?
It's
brutal,
Jaeger,
isn't it?
Jägermeister with
What's that
Red Bull.
Jägermeister? Is that a
Spirit.
Spirit? Okay.
Yeah, well,
Alco pop.
Okay.
But it tastes, it's very dark.
All right.
And then you pour Red Bull. I don't like either.
I like
and
Red
you
Bull.
just drink it all together.
Yeah.
And you get very drunk.
It gets you well drunk, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely.
It's like did you miss any of the game as a consequence?
I may have gotten a bit drunk.
Who scored in the second half, Sophie?
I've got no idea.
No, there we go. There's the answer you need. Now, you've already heard from them, of course, because you cannot keep good men down. You just cannot keep them down, unlike Sophie, who managed to keep all of her Jaeger bombs down. And that is a fact. But we have the lovely Dr. Mart.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm very well.
Were you drinking Jaeger bombs this weekend?
Not this weekend, no.
It's an epic fail, Small.
No. I prefer the old depth charges, really.
You must do better next week.
You drop a glass of whiskey into a pint of beer.
Oh, that's pretty horrible. Yeah. Let's not go there. We have the very lovely, making his proper TV debut tonight, having been on the TV show that wasn't last week.
And starred.
He did, actually, yes. We've got the lovely Charlie Skillen, who, apart from being a good mate and a proper Chelsea fan, also writes Chelsea biased stuff, actually, bless his heart, for the Mail Online, don't you, Charlie?
That's completely right, much to the chagrin of my bosses, but yeah.
I'm sure they'll just keep them at arm's length, mate.
Yeah,
that's the advice I would give. Last but by no means least, the beauticious, if not slightly austerity. I've heard of austerity Britain. I've now seen an austerity haircut, Jonathan.
Thank you.
That's pretty savage, mate.
I was taken aback.
Did you catch them?
I slumbered in the chair.
Did you?
Then it was too late.
Never ever fall asleep in a barber's chair.
I thought that Jaeger was a rather outstanding upmarket men's outfit.
It is.
Yes, my wife works there.
I thought they were fashion. I thought Jaeger bombs were fashion terrorists.
I got worried that there was some kind of fabric involved.
But we're just old. What do we know?
That's what it must
Just
be.
don't drink them before a game.
Really?
Okay.
Or don't drink 15 of them anyway.
Okay, we must move on because I've got a gag for Jonathan. Well, it's not really a gag, but on the way up today in the car, I was listening to Talk Sport, as you do, and I heard your dulcet tones coming out, but they made you recount the tale of when Chelsea lost to Arsenal, Chelsea 2, Arsenal 3, the Canoe hat-trick. What guy's got a sense of humour and made you do that? How did you feel having to do that?
Yes, they told me at the time that it was likely to be difficult for me, but I always think of the money.
Good boy. Fair enough. You're a mercenary. That's what I like to know.
Completely and utterly.
It must have been emotional, though, Jonathan, was it?
It was very emotional because I was there, and I remember at the ball, particularly the third goal was fantastic.
What was De Hoy doing?
He was about 4 feet in from the byline.
Indeed, he was. He was brilliant. So, but you know me, I take my hat off to the very good performances. I don't go just because you play for Arsenal.
I couldn't have done that without intoning a little bit of epic disappointment.
But I have to say, it's a surprise to me knowing that it was actually being played on Talk Sport.
I think it's because I was listening to I've got like an app, so I listen to the digital version.
It's on the digital.
And they don't have the ads on there.
That's right, that's what it is. It's only on digital.
So there we go. Well, fair play. I think actually round of applause for all of my lovely, lovely guests tonight. because they love. No, give yourselves the clap. We'll do the benches in a minute.
I'm clapping you, John.
Right, now, on the bench, we're down one chair. Move the chair, move that chair out the way and then shuffle up. It's horrible television.
Can we pretend
Who
it's
put that
Andy?
chair there? The gaffer's not here. Anyway,
Andy, can we pretend
whilst they're
it's
doing
him?
that, whilst they're doing that,
I should
Sophie,
introduce
who
them
have we
all.
got? Who have we got on the benches?
Okay, so
Gaffer.
quiet on the sofas.
Yes.
Okay,
You're
so
learning.
that's
You're
told.
learning. You're learning.
okay, so on the benches this evening we have Beth Wild. Give us a wave.
And what does Beth do?
What does Beth do?
She's head of the CIA, isn't she?
Yeah, they're having.
She really is head of CIA. She's Carrie Matthews, but a Chelsea version.
No, she's.
She is. Beth,
Are
are you
you?
head of the CIA or what?
I am head of the CIA.
She's head of the CIA.
No
Chelsea in
way.
America.
Wow.
There you go.
I'm a massive fan of Homeland. Honestly, I've watched all 3 series. I haven't got round to the 4th yet, but are you having me on?
Yeah, by the way, I've just seen my face on the TV and I'm looking very, very red.
No,
Oh God! Right.
I had
moving
that
on,
problem
I'm
when
being
I was
mugged
on. In fact, the reality is you're not looking as red
Okay.
as it looks on there.
I don't mind looking blue,
'Cause
but
you're
not red.
No, you're not. You're looking absolutely
10
normal
shades of red.
Chidge colour.
Anyway, and a quick message to Ross in the gallery. You need to move your mouth away from the microphone by about 6 inches, because otherwise you're going to sound like you go. You sound like the Carling Black Label advert with the bombers.
I voiced that.
I know. Well, there you go. So anyway, who else have we got on
Yes.
the benches, Sophie?
We have one Harry Baker.
Hey, one Harry Baker. There's only one Harry Baker. One Harry Baker.
There's only one Harry Bear.
And who else have we got?
We have Joe. Give us a wave. Yep, there we go.
Hello, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good, good. And we have finally Lisa.
Hey, there we go. Lots of Americans this
I
week.
got a
I like
snippet.
it.
Those two on honeymoon.
Are they really?
On honeymoon, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
congratulations. Fancy spending your honeymoon being on the Chelsea FanCast. That's actually quite sad, I think. I'm actually very honoured and flattered.
I don't want to
What?
say.
I can't wait to get out of here.
Do you not, any of you live in Vegas?
No.
Do you live near Vegas?
No.
Have you been to Vegas?
Yeah.
There we go. I
You know
love
what
it.
they say about Vegas, Sophie?
What?
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But you can tell me later on after the show.
So,
all right?
excuse me, what happens on away trips to watching Chelsea?
Well, we're going to
stays on
find out
away
about that.
trips?
Actually, that's a
goes
very
on.
good.
That goes
That's a
on.
very good
Apparently.
segue, Jonathan. Because actually, before I do that, if you want to be on the benches, what do you have to do? Tell the lovely people.
If you want to be on the benches next week or the week after or the week after that, you can email us at chelseafancast@gmail.com.
You did that beautifully, Sophie.
Thank
Well done.
you.
Right, now, on the show tonight, we're going to have Ross's ratings, which are not really Ross's ratings. They're not really my ratings either. They're probably Sky Sports ratings, but they are for the Sunderland and the Schalke game. We're going to have a chat about the Sunderland and the Schalke games, obviously, and we're going to be awarding the fannies for Sunderland and Schalke, which are, of course, man of the match, chant of the match, Guinness and celery moments. And you have precisely 30 minutes before this show self-destructs. No, sorry, before you basically go and vote. That's what I'm saying, vote. And where you vote is chelseafancast.com/the-fannies. There you go, it's up on the screen now. We've got all of that, plus, of course, a bit of Chelsea chatter stats read in a style which we don't know yet, but Jonathan will do it in a style.
I haven't thought yet.
Any ideas yet?
No.
No? OK, Jonathan will let us know when he's ready.
Talk sport.
And we've also got a new thing. Instead of a bit of Chelsea news, we're still going to have the sting because I like it, but I'm going to have a new slot that I'm going to call Sophie's Choice. See what I've done there?
Oh, that's
I
clever.
love it.
You like that?
That's a
Yeah.
surprise. You haven't told me.
I know,
about
I
this.
like to lay surprises on people.
But that was a very miserable film.
I know,
Chidge.
but this Sophie is very unmiserable. She's happy, therefore.
So it's kind of
Anyway,
ironic
it is a
title.
bit. So basically, but she's going to be reading out some emails, what you lot have sent in. Now, very quickly, what else are we going to do?
Well, you can also tweet me
Aha.
at Chelsea FanCast, or if you're listening in on Mixler, the address is mixler.com/Chelsea-FanCast.
Lovely. Now, I do apologise because this might not be going out live on telly because the complete and utter plums, Herberts, Mugs, Muppets, who work for Vision 247 have not switched the channel over and they will be getting abuse from me when we're on a break. But there we go. Now, very, very quickly, we're going to have a very quick look at the ratings, Ross. Can we have another couple of minutes for this part so that we have time for it? All right, let's have a look at the ratings for this. I sound like Bruce Forsyth. Let's have a look at the ratings for this week. Scores on the
What a
doors.
points, mate.
So what are they?
Ready?
What are they, Soph?
Okay, so this is for the Sunderland game. Courtois 7, Aspilicueta 6, Cahill 7, Terry 7, Ivanovic 7, Matic 7, Fabregas 6, Hazard 6, Oscar 6, Willian 7, Costa 6, and then substitutions, Remy 6, Drogba 6, and Schürrle obviously wasn't on the pitch for
Very
enough
good, very good.
to get a
What do
rating.
you think of that, gentlemen?
Very low, aren't they?
We were at 6s and 7s, weren't we?
Well,
We were at 6s and 7s.
nice.
This is exactly why you're on new signing, Charlie, with gags like that. Jonathan, what do you reckon?
Well, for a change, I agree completely with you.
Not too high, but not
No,
too low.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why have they been given 7s?
Well,
Well, they didn't win.
I'll tell you why, Soph. No, but
Against
it's got nothing
Sunderland.
to do with that.
Yeah, but if you
It's
look,
not
so
the
it was
point.
the defence also got the 7s because
Yeah.
they did defend very
They
well.
did defend
Right.
very well. There you go. That told you, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it did tell me.
But you're right. Jonathan and I are absolutely in total agreement for a change. This is a rare. I'm going to savour that. Ah, yeah, that felt good.
What kind of smell was it?
Like condor.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
good,
it was a
good.
condor
That
moment.
moment,
Condor
yeah,
moment.
that's why you paused.
It's one for the teenagers.
It was, yeah.
Poor old Soph. No, just hit me when I do that, and then I'll wake up. Anyway, the bottom line is, yes, I think exactly that. I thought the defence played really well, smart, and therefore they deserved 7s. And I thought the midfield, they did try very hard, but they weren't. I think they were all about 10% off. Actually,
I
as a
didn't think
team.
exactly that.
Bit tired,
I
maybe.
didn't think anybody played brilliantly. I didn't think anybody played badly. It just lacked a bit of sparkle.
A bit of intensity.
Yeah.
which
And it
is
got a
what
bit
they've
leggy
had.
in the second half.
They did. Is that because they've had 3 games in a week, Charlie?
Possibly. It reminded me massively of last season, where we'd go to a team that was completely 10 behind the ball, and we couldn't break them down. And I think it's absolutely bang on, because no one deserves an 8, no one deserved a 5. And it proves those midfield markings where, Fabregas got 6, it proves how crucial they've been to us, where they haven't been quite on song and Chelsea haven't won.
He's good, isn't he, this one?
Yeah.
He's better than anybody. He should be sitting where you are.
Yeah,
The
Ch-
journalists, you
Charlie,
see,
please.
we need more journalists.
He should be a
And
journalist,
you get
really.
to sit next to Sophie. What more
Yeah,
would you
yeah.
like?
Happy days.
He should be a journalist.
I completely agree. I mean, I think the only other thing we should really say about the team performance as a whole, I mean, I think we should big up Sunderland here. I thought
massively.
Sunderland, I thought they were brilliant, because if you're a pretty crap team, which they are, you've got to play 100%, every single one of you, to do that, and that's what they did. I thought they were fantastic.
I can't work out why teams like that don't play like that every week against
Because
everybody.
you have to be, every single player at
Has
their
to be on the
max.
ball, yeah.
And if
Maybe-
you're not,
Yeah.
then
But obviously, if Poyet achieves something, he winds them up
play
to
fair
play
play
against
to them,
Chelsea really very
I
much.
bet
You
they
can
wish
tell.
they played like that against Southampton.
Yeah.
When they let in 8.
But I think here's the other thing, and I think
They won against us last season, didn't they, though? So they're obviously going to have a bit
but they
more...
didn't
beat us
play
twice
that well
last
last
season.
They
season.
didn't. They didn't.
They
They
played
beat us twice last season.
They play well twice a year against Chelsea.
Well, I think a lot of teams are going to be doing this, which kind of worries me. But
Yes.
but no, fair play to Sunderland. They had a game plan and they absolutely executed it to the max. And I tell you what, I mean, I'm not supposed to really say this, but what I really I like the way they used all the dark arts and the cynical
Yeah,
arts.
yeah, but he
They
does.
did what we do.
But he's what they did exactly last year, and I have to say it's what Jose did when he had Inter Milan as a team, because they weren't as good as
Yeah.
the Chelsea team.
Fair
now.
play, mate.
I found that the game at the Bridge against Inter Milan was the dark arts were so taken out of the suitcase by Jose. That fullback they had Mike on just fell over.
Yeah, I remember the rugby tackle.
all
Walter
the
Samuel
time.
as well.
Yeah, yeah.
We got to go for a break, Jonathan,
Yeah,
but
shame.
we will pick this up. Don't worry, we will pick it right up in a couple of minutes, and we will be back with you in a very short while.